Naisha White is a web developer turned tech entrepreneur who says she often felt isolated as one of few black women in her field. Not content to just hide behind a keyboard, she created a space to connect with other black people in tech.
I feel like there's a lot of like underrepresentation of Southern Black techies, especially in Alabama. So since there wasn't one, I'm like, I'll just have to create it. So that's what I did.
Naisha White says Birmingham Black Techies is for every black person who's ever been to a tech event and felt out of place. Her first tech job after graduating from Troy University left her feeling alienated.
There were like very few Black people, honestly, you could like count them, and definitely even fewer Black women. And that's still the case. There's very little Black women oftentimes in IT departments or tech departments at these jobs. So that was a big culture shock for me, just honestly feeling really out of place. And also it led to a lot of imposter syndrome and just feeling like I maybe lacked something that the other people didn't.
She soon realized she didn't lack talent or ambition. She simply lacked community.
Just starting Birmingham Black Techies was really the saver for me. It helped me connect with other people and see that my experience wasn't unique.
The group launched in January of 2020, going virtual when COVID hit. It hosts educational and networking events where gamers, coders, digital marketers, and just people who love tech gadgets and gear can meet up and find mentors.
I've always loved tech. I've always been a little nerd, a little bookworm, but I never considered a career in technology. And I really think that was because of when you think about tech, you see these hackers, you see these like they're usually always white men with like these hoodies on, or like that's how TV portrays them. And you don't see people like me who are in tech. So I think it's really important just for people to know we're out there.
The U.S. Department of Labor has some eye-opening stats about black representation in tech. While black people make up 13% of the labor force, in 2019, just 4% of the top earners in the tech sector were black. At tech giant Google, only 4% of its workforce was black.
I definitely want to further our relationships with local companies and really become that connecting bridge between Black people who are wanting to get in tech and already in tech and these corporations, because as we know, the Birmingham tech scene is booming and growing, and I want to make sure that it's being as diverse as possible.
The Dothan, Alabama native now runs her own tech company. She's launching a podcast soon.
I always encourage people to not worry about like where you're from or where you're located, because with technology, you can be from a small place. You can still thrive. You can find a remote job, especially with the way jobs are now. There's so many opportunities. So don't let like where you're from or your background, the lack of education in your family, lack of money, none of that a hindrance. I've experienced those things, and I'm telling you, you can still thrive in tech.
Carla Wade, WVTM 13.